Hi everybody, and welcome to True Wants, where here we try to help you make that decision if it's going to change from a want to a need. If you are new to my channel, I really hope you will choose to subscribe. It's free and it's easy. It's the red button that you'll see right underneath this video. If you press it and it turns gray, you're in. It's that simple. There's also that bell beside that subscribe button that I always recommend that you press. It's called the notification bell. And what ends up happening is YouTube will notify you just once that I have uploaded a brand new video. I do upload a lot, and sometimes my videos are time sensitive, so I don't want you to miss out. So make sure to press that subscribe button, ring that bell, and you'll be in the know. Also in that same area, there is that thumbs up, and that's where you guys come in. If you enjoy the content that I make and that I make so much of it, please take a second when you arrive to hit that thumbs up. It will turn blue, the number will increase, and that's you helping True Ones get noticed on this huge YouTube platform. So I'm thanking everyone in advance for the support of the thumbs up. Okay guys, another surprise, and this is on the weekend, which is when I love getting surprises, but this has been a long week and I'm a little bit tired. But this here is the Boxycharm, my first paid version of my base box. As you know, on my channel, I get 2 base boxes and 2 premium boxes that I pay for. And then starting last month, the channel started getting the base box also in PR. So if you missed that video, I will leave it linked down below because there was a lot in there that I'd love for you guys to make sure that you don't miss out on seeing that one. It was a really good box. Now, with that said, as you know on my channel, and if you don't, what I do is I take everything out of the box prior to sitting down, and I take a picture for my Instagram, which is True Wants with the number 2. And as I share with you all the time, if you are not following me there, you are missing out, because at the end of the month, I get to do these towers and then open up every box on my huge bathroom floor that I'm able to take a picture of everything that we shared on this channel. So it really is a nice way to be brought up to date on a day-to-day of if I have a video coming out and seeing the pictures of what's inside the boxes. And it's also a great way when there's other things that are going on that don't need a full video that I post over on Instagram. So I really hope that you'll choose to follow me there. Once again, it's True Wants with the number 2. All right. So as you know, I opened up everything, so I know everything that's in here, and items that are in here that I was able to use to make a face today. I wanted to make sure to be able to put it on so I can share my thoughts with you, and I have thoughts. So also, again, in this box, just like in the PR box, is that little notice on the back that there's going to be some the biggest beauty news of the year. And at this point, I really hope that they tell us what it is, because based on a couple of things that have been happening in the paid versions that I've been getting of my boxes, be it on Ipsy, but more in Boxycharm, I'm a little surprised by some items that are in the box. And to me, it almost feels a little bit like there's no thought process, and they're definitely not looking at beauty quizzes, and you'll understand that when I get to it. However, as I share with you all the time, I have been a customer of Boxycharm and Ipsy for the longest time, and I really, really enjoy these boxes, and I love getting subscription boxes and being able to spend the dollars on things that, if this box is a $30 box where you get to choose one item in it, that one item usually more than pays for the box, and it's the one that I'm usually most excited to get in the box. So everything else for me is usually bonus. And you'll see what I mean when I get there, all right? So as you know, I'm always prepared with notes, be it if there's information on the card or not. So let's get started. So my first item that was the one I could not wait to receive was from Rare Beauty. This was a choice item for me. And just based on the selection, and if you're not familiar and you haven't been following my channel, the best thing that I try to do is with the boxes that I get on my channel, I try to do spoiler videos. And I started doing them for myself so that I could be able to I was able to be prepared. I also don't edit, so bear with me. So what I do is I like doing those spoiler videos so that if there's something that is a color or a shade or something that you need to choose for your complexion, I like knowing ahead of time so that when it comes time to choice day, I know my choice of my color, and it's easier for me to go in, choose it, and then check out. So that's why I do the spoiler videos for you guys too, because everything, like I say all the time, if I know something, I want you guys to know it too. I show you how I shop, I show you how I do my spoilers, and we go into deep dives of all the information. The reason being is it's nice to see what everyone gets in their boxes, But for me, the reason I started this channel was I wanted more. I wanted more information. I wanted to know more about the products. And that's why this channel has more informative videos. So the color that I chose for myself is in 230N. I think it's a little light for me, but I think it will end up being a good color match because at the end of the day, you could always darken up, as I share with you all the time, with your loose setting powders or a powdered foundation, and definitely with bronzers and things like that. So I always prefer, if it's gonna be, that it would be a little bit too light than a little bit too dark. So like I said, this is the shade 230N. I'm gonna swatch this for you, and then I'm gonna read to you all the information on this, and then I'm gonna give you my thoughts, because I had the opportunity to put this on this morning, and I used it with a primer that I'm really enjoying right now that we got in a previous box that is from Grown Alchemist. It's more like of a silicone based, and I thought that would be good because it really blurs out all the imperfections on the face with every other foundation. However, with this one, it behaved a little bit differently. So I'm going to try this again with different primers underneath, but I want to share my thoughts with you of how I got to use it. And then I'd love for you, if you're familiar with this foundation, to share your thoughts in the comments down below, but definitely share your skin type, because I'm a combo girl, and the information I'm going to give you is my thoughts and feelings about it on a combo skin tone, a skin type. All right. Okay. So like I said, this is the Rare Beauty, and we know that this is the brand by Selena Gomez, and this is called her Liquid Touch Weightless Foundation. This on its own is that $30 value, which I share with you is what paid for the box. So this again, I shared is the color is 230N. I went with light medium when I went to their thing, and with a neutral, and it said olive undertones, because when I went to the mediums, they seem to look a little bit either too dark or a little bit too yellow. So that's why I chose to go light medium. And I always am in foundations between light medium and medium. So they're saying this is an innovative, breathable foundation that combines the weightless feel of a serum, but it has a buildable medium coverage for truly layerable, and that's what's important here, because that's what I had to do. And they're saying this is good for normal and combination skin. Then they said that this will give a natural finish. It was a little bit too natural for me, that's why I had to build. And then it says the highlight ingredients in this are botanical blends of lotus, gardenia, and water lily that help soothe, calm, and nourish your skin. And the information that I got on this, I found the best information was on Sephora's website. And there it said that this is a super fluid serum-like texture that makes it easy to build and blend the coverage just how we would like it, while evening out our skin tone and soothing the look of pores, non-clogging or caking. Plus, the mess-free doe foot application lets you apply one dot at a time, which is all you need to cover your entire face. And that I'll share with you also my thoughts. Now, this is what's really important, and this is why I wanted to do this video, starting with the foundation first, because this is where everything else, there's really not that much information, but on the foundation, I felt it was important. They're saying if you have dry skin, it is recommended to prep your skin with a hydrating moisturizer and then follow always with a primer. They're saying to get your best results. They're saying if you have oily skin, it is recommended to always use a pore diffusing primer and or set your foundation with a powder. They definitely tell you to shake it well, and you'll hear there's a little ball in here that you'll hear when you shake it, before use to ensure the foundation pigments are evenly dispersed throughout. Because of this innovative serum-like formula, it says pressing the foundation into your skin with your fingertips, and this is what I read, and this I tried so many different methods to get this to work and to be able to share my thoughts with you. With your fingertips is encouraged. They're saying, but feel free to use a liquid touch foundation brush or a damp sponge. Start with the smallest amount needed. It is recommended to use just one dot of foundation for the entire face. Use your fingertips to blend in circular or tapping motions to press the formula into the skin. The warmth of your fingertips will allow you and the pigments to melt into your skin for best results. If you are using a brush or a sponge, blend or stipple the foundation until it looks a little less, or it feels like your skin. For more coverage, add another dot and then build as desired. This foundation has concentrated pigments, so less is more. Add a second layer only when needed. Okay, so all of that, keep that in mind. So now here are my thoughts. First, here's the sound when you're shaking it. So you hear that there's a ball inside there. Then when you take it out, it has I love when there are these huge doe foot applicators to apply. I know a lot of people feel that sometimes it's not clean because you're taking it, putting it on your skin, and then you're putting it back in the bottle. So if you feel that way, then take it from the dough applicator, put it on the back of your hand, and then take it from the back of your hand onto your face, and then you don't have to worry about that. But because I don't mind it, I put it on and I put it back in. So I'm gonna take it out, I'm gonna show you what it looks like, and I'm gonna put one dot, like they said, on here, so you guys will see the color, and then I'm gonna do a full swipe so you guys could really see the color here. So when I did this initially, I thought, wow, look at the coverage on this. This is supposed to be a serum-like foundation, and I was surprised with the coverage until I started spreading it out. And then I found, and I don't like using my hands, but I did because that's what they suggested, and I wanted to use it through their instructions first. So I did it first with my finger and I spread it all around. And when I did, I felt that it got very patchy. I didn't like how it was going on. When you do it on the back of your hand like this, it looks beautiful. And the warmth of the skin spreads it out, the color looks perfect, everything is fine. So then I figured, okay, in this kit, you'll see that there was, when I get to it, I'll share that with you, but I want to share with you what I did. And this product was one of them that was in a kit. This is from Luxy. This sponge also for me was not a win either, and I'll share all my thoughts when we get there. But then I tried to use the sponge to take whatever was streaky and put it around and just, you know, stipple it in with the sponge. It literally, it could be this sponge because I'm new to this sponge, and this sponge is one, like I said, I'm not pleased with at all, and I'm surprised because I really like the Luxy brand. This I felt removed majority of it. So then besides being streaky, now I was like blotchy almost. So it was like no matter what I did, it wasn't working in my favor. So then I waited, I took some more and I put it on again. I did one section at a time because that's what they suggested. And then I took my fingers again, I let it dry down a lot more. And then I took the sponge and I did the best that I could. What saved the day for me with my face was my loose powder. I tried a new one from Cab that we got in another box because I was planning on just testing out makeup today, and that's what I did. And that helped take it all there. When I looked up close with a big magnifying mirror, I definitely saw more pores than normal, which means that this sunk in as opposed to laying over. And then in areas where I have a couple of creases where it would normally be if I had makeup on all day, those might show up. With other foundations, this was showing up right away. So for me, considering they're saying this is good for normal or oily, is what they suggested on the normal or combination, was what they suggested on Sephora. I might not just be a serum girl. I have BB creams and CC creams that I use all the time that I really enjoy on my light weekend, you know, going shopping days. But this for me, I'm gonna have to try it again, like I said, with another primer, but it wasn't a win. But when I put it on the back of my hand, I could not wait to put this on my face. It went on so smooth and so beautiful and gave so much coverage right out of the bat. So I don't know if it's me because it was my fingers and all of that. I will definitely try this now with a brush, and I will try it with one of my beauty blenders as opposed to this sponge and see if I get better. But this definitely sucked majority of the product off my face into this sponge, which makes to me a sponge not a winner. So that's my thoughts on the Rare Beauty. That was what I was really looking forward to in my box, so much so that I think I chose this even for my second box so that I would have a backup. Because in other ones, like the Hide that we got in another box last month, I did the same thing. I bought the foundation in one shade in one box and one shade in another, and I love that foundation. It is just fantastic. It has that fantastic coverage, also one dot, and it does your whole face, but it gives you that full smooth coverage. And one that it could possibly be that this is a serum. And like I said, these are just my thoughts, first time using. I will definitely use this over the next couple of days and see if my thought changes. It won't be tomorrow because tomorrow is Super Bowl, so I'm gonna wear what, you know, I'm comfortable with, but probably on Monday I will give this a shot again. All right, the next item that was in here, which is why I'm saying I'm a little disappointed, because definitely in my surveys, I have that brow products are rarely, you know, you have the choice where you could say rarely, often, you know, love it, all that. I always say rarely with brow products because I don't use brow products. In this box, I got 2 brow products. Starting with the first one. The first one here is from Billion Dollar Brows. They're saying this is a brow conditioner. They're saying this is, and all this information, I went to the website first on Boxycharm. None of these were on there. I think when I'll get to it, I'll know. I think there was one, but really, this was not on the website, even in the drop shop. So I had to go to the websites of the manufacturers to get this information. So on their website of the $1 Billion Brows, this is a $29 value. It says this is a daily use eyebrow conditioner that contains plant-based extracts and antioxidants that help promote fuller looking, healthier brows. It can be worn by day under your favorite brow makeup for a priming effect, or you can wear it alone at night, and that will help nourish your brows while you sleep. I have never had to nourish my brows or do any of that. Like I'm not the one who should be the spokesperson for any, real brow product. I use very, very little. So when I do, it's a pencil and I comb it through, and I've shared that with you, when I do my MOTD videos. But this is what this looks like here. I'm not gonna open it up. I tried to see if there was a picture on here that I can show you. So it just looks like it's a conditioner for the brows, and it looks like it would be a mascara wand there. So this is the size of it. This is what it looks like. But like I said, this is gonna go into my gifts later. Then we have another brow product here, and this one is from the brand that's called The Cream Shop. And this one here, I did find in the drop shop. This is normally a $10 product. It's on sale for $5 in the drop shop. The shade that I got in the box is a clear. The shades, they had a lot of different shades, including the clear, in the drop shop for this one. And simply what it says on this one, this is called the Swipe Right Brow Gel Mascara. They're saying this brow gel makes a big impact in a way by filling, shaping, and grooming your brows to get that natural look that you'll fall for instantly. It is a quick drying, long-lasting gel that fills in and shapes perfectly and will give you those perfect, or if you want, imperfect brows. So this one, like I said, is called Swipe Right. What they gave me was the shade that says clear. Let's see if that goes there. And then, like I said, you can probably get it in some colors from what I saw on the drop shop. So again, I'm not gonna open this up. I'm assuming it's a wand, a mascara wand, exactly like that. And that's the second item in here. The next item was one that I saw for a while in the drop shop, and now it's not available in the drop shop anymore. So I had to go to the website of Luxy. This is called their Florals Brush Set. This is normally $40 on their website, but on their website, this is on sale for $16. And it includes the case, the sponge that I showed you, and then I think 3 or 4 brushes that were in here. I used 3 out of the 4, and I'm gonna share with you everything that's in here. So what it says soar into the spring with our new Luxy Florals Brush Set, featuring, this must be last spring, or the spring before that. It says featuring new brushes, a sponge, and a pouch, which includes the 219 eyeliner brush, the 205 tapered blending brush, the 213 eye shading brush, the 211 concealer brush, and a detailed blender that is a sponge. And then you get the pastel purple pouch. So now they're saying for the 219 eyeliner brush, which is this type of eyeliner, which is one that you would use only if you had like those gel pots. And it says this is made to create a precise eyeliner look. Because of its stability and control, you use this brush to apply gel or cream eyeliner, and that will give you that sleek application. The numbers are on the barrel of the brush, so you will know what it's for, and what it says on it is Luxy 219, and it says eyeliner on it, so you will know what it is. I like when they put on the brushes what they are. I did use all these brushes because there is an eyeshadow palette in here, which I will share with you as well. The next one in here is 205, and this is their tapered blending. They're saying this is a fluffy and tapered. This brush is great for transitioning powder eyeshadows from one color to another. You can use this brush to blend in your eyeshadow for a smooth blending effect. The next one in here is an eye shading brush, and they're saying you can use this brush to apply and pack your favorite various eyeshadow products. And then the last one here, they're calling a concealer brush. And this one here, they're saying use this brush to apply your favorite concealer under your eyes or to conceal any problem areas. You can use this by sharpening around the lids and your eyebrows as well. And then they have the sponge that I showed you guys. And this, they're saying, apply your liquid products with this detailed blender sponge. Wet the sponge completely, then squeeze to remove any excess water. This will ensure your application will have no lines of any demarcation. And then they have on about the pouch, they're saying it's great for travel or on the go. This is the perfect pastel pouch that can be used to carry around your favorite Luxy beauty brushes around town. And the name Luxy is on here, and it has a really good zipper, and it is lined inside as well. The pouch to me is the best thing about this kit, but let me share with you my thoughts on it. This is it blown up. This is it completely doused in water. I took one of my beauty blenders out to show you that it is even smaller than the beauty blender when it is not, this is still dry. So that is the size of this. Even when you put water in, this has more of a silicone finish to it, whereas opposed, I'm gonna see the best way for me to put this up close to the camera. With the beauty blender, you can see there's kind of like pores in it. This one does not have any of that. So I assumed this would be great because I figured maybe this won't suck all the, foundation. It did the opposite. It moved it around, and it didn't put things exactly where I wanted it. And then I felt it really sucked this foundation completely. So, I mean, this, I tried every which way. I tried it with concealer. I tried it with the foundation. It just was a total miss for me. And I have used the Wet n Wild sponges that I think are fantastic in the drugstore for $5. The Junos, which I share with you all the time, the microfiber are some of my favorites, and those are also like $5. So to me, this was a little disappointing considering it is from the brand Luxy, because I have a lot of Luxy brushes that I use. I didn't use the eyeliner one because I used a liquid eyeliner today. The shader brush was fine. I took that and I did that with my all over color, which I'll show you in the eyeshadow palette. Then I used this as my blending brush. I found it picked up product beautifully. You can still see the product is on there. It really picked it up really nicely, which is important for brushes. The only thing with this, I felt it was way too loose with the bristles. So I found that the powder was going elsewhere also. So that I wasn't overly thrilled about. Now, in reference to the concealer brush, this to me is way too small unless you are planning on using it to literally pack on to hide a pimple or something like that. This would take forever if you were trying to blend in your concealer with this brush. So what I ended up using this brush for was the where I wanted to put the satin shimmer shades in the middle. And this was great because I have small eyes and I used it for that. So you can always use brushes for whatever you want, but I know in the past these brushes were available, like I said, in kits. I have gotten a lot of Luxy brushes and some of them are my go-tos, but this kit for me was a miss. Now, the last one was one that I think you should get excited about because I shared this with you in my PR box because I got this palette in my PR box and I showed you the differences with the one that I had in the past from this. It was the exact same name, except it's had a blue underneath it here. Oh, I have it out here. This is what the older version. The newer one that we're getting in our boxes here is bilingual on here. And this one here is, I'm going to show you it up close, and then this is going to go into my, save for later gifts. And I'm going to swatch everything for you with the one that I have, and I have that on my eyes as well. So this is how gorgeous this is up close. It is that perfect palette. This performed beautifully. It is really, really beautiful. This is one that I would recommend, and I'm hoping that a lot of you guys will get this in your box, because if this was, and it is, my paid version, this, and I didn't get the opportunity or have this from the past from a FabFitFun box a couple of years ago, this would have been my absolute winner. But because I already had this from a previous box, a couple of years ago, there was nothing in this box that was a win for me. And that has never really happened to me before with a box from Boxycharm. So that's where my disappointment comes in, but I'm really confused about the brow. What I was really, really excited about was this product, but that just might be my preference. But let me do some swatches for you so you guys can, if you get this or you're interested in this. I went on again Boxycharm to see any information on this, and it was not on the drop shop either. So again, I had to go to the website of Beauty Bakery, and it simply said on there that, and this comes with a sleeve that looks exactly like it, but remember, the one that you're getting is the one that has the pink on the bowl, and otherwise this is just this one here, otherwise it's exactly the same inside, the same names, everything. So this is proof is in the pudding. This is an eyeshadow palette. There's 9 shades in here. This is a $38 value. This is the same price that it is on the website of Beauty Bakery. It says it has 4 mattes and 5 shimmers. It says it is a neutral eyeshadow palette which will satisfy all your cravings. They're saying this palette has shades that will be perfect to wear day, and then you can deeper them up for transition to night. They're saying their palettes are hard pressed, and then they said that there is minimal fallout. They're saying which means your products slay on your skin, not your brush. They're saying this palette is paraben free and vegan. It has mattes, shimmers, high pigment. It's buildable, versatile, blends seamlessly, it's long lasting, and this is a cruelty free, vegan, paraben free, as well as gluten free. So now let me do the swatches of this. Just give me a sec, because we were out all day and I came in to be able to do this for you guys. And like I said, I took off the makeup that I was wearing and then tried to apply. And my thoughts are so, like, I always want to share with you, you know, I love how girls always say my honest opinion. You shouldn't be doing this if you're not giving your honest opinion, because the reason I feel these videos are important is to help us make those decisions if we want the products or not. So, and everybody, you know, makeup is a luxury. So it's how you spend your money is how you spend your money. And just because one person says they love it, you can get it home and not like it as much, and vice versa. But I always like to share my thoughts with you guys. So starting with the all over color, this is in rice pudding. The other matte in here that I used for the transition was the bread pudding, and then the mango pudding is the shade that I absolutely loved, and I did that right under. So I share with you all the time on my eyes. I do all over, then I do the transition way above where my actual crease is, because my eyes are so small, and then I did this right under where it should give it more depth. With those brushes, that's how I tried to apply this best way that I could. And let me just swatch them on my hand here. So those are, and I just have a wet cloth right beside. So those are those 3. There's 2 more mattes that are in here. One is the one that is called Nana Pudding. And then this other one is the darkest shade in here that is called Warm Cocoa. And those are all of the shades that are in here. So I did not use the Nana Pudding, but I did use the Hot Cocoa. I simply took a pencil brush that was like this size, and that's what I put on the outside. That's where I placed it. And then I tried to blend it as best as I could with the blender brush that we got in the package there. And now let me give you the shimmer shades. So the next one here is the one that's called Butterscotch. That's what I put in the corner of my eye. The next one here is called Chia Pudding. Spiced Caramel is what I ended up putting in my center of my eye with that other brush there. And then the other one that's here I did not use, and that one is called Almond Jelly. And these went on really nicely. I wanted to give it a little bit more push, so I tried this time to put a little spritz on it. I didn't feel it added anything more, so the color that you're seeing here is the color that you'll get, I feel, even if you spritz your brush. But I wanted to see if there would be a difference, and I really didn't see any. So that's everything that I wanted to share with you in today's video in reference to my Boxycharm box for the month of February. Like I said, this is my first paid version. I haven't gotten the tracking for this. This was a surprise, but I do get 2 paid. So hopefully maybe I'll get tracking on that one, and we'll see when that arrives. But please share with me if you started getting your base boxes as well. I haven't had the opportunity to really watch a lot of YouTube because we have been so busy with our business, but also every single day I have been filming because I have been getting a box every single day since this month started, even just before the month started, and all of it had makeup in it that I always like to try to test out. So I've been filming every single day, taking makeup on, taking makeup off, and things like that. So please, if you have any thoughts or feelings in reference to this, please share it in the comments down below. At this point, I'm really hoping that the biggest news is that these 2 companies are merging together and that they're just putting items into the box to try to deplete inventory. I'm also seeing now, even though I did the daily deals, spoilers for Boxycharm sale, I'm also seeing in there that they're doing a lot of those sales that you can get like 2 boxes for the price of 1, and you're getting like 10 products for like $40, which I did over the Black Friday. And I opened them up, and it was, like I said, if you've been with Boxycharm for a long time like I have, those deals I feel are not for us, simply because it's really just all the products that have been in the warehouse. And we've already had an opportunity, if you have been, and especially like me, where I pay for 2 bases and 2 premiums and I get the luxe, I pretty much am covered. So when I got those mystery bundles where I got the one that was 2 bases and 2 premiums in that sale over that holiday season, literally everything in there except for maybe 1 or 2 products was, you know, something that I didn't get in a box. So, and when I don't get things in the boxes, usually I would go to the drop shop. But like I said, even the items that are in our boxes lately have not been in the drop shop either. So there's just so many things that are showing me personally that there's going to be some form of that merge that they were talking about, but who knows? I mean, I'm very, very curious to see what they're going to do, but based on seeing certain older items that are being put in boxes, that the beauty quiz was not looked at, 2 brow products in a box, things like that, I'm a little confused with, but it is what it is. And you know, not every box is a winner, but it is a fantastic getting subscriptions in the mail, I think, is absolutely a win. Like I said, a beautiful eyeshadow palette. I just happened to have had it. I was very excited to try this, and here I got to try it. So when you look at it, that you're getting 5 products for, you know, 30 bucks, you can do the math. You wouldn't be able to get even just this one if I wanted to test it out, you know, from Sephora. This would have cost me that $30. So this is, you know, got great reviews, and a lot of people love this. Just for me, based on my first impressions, it was just not a win. So that's it for today, guys. Usually I am like a lot more excited. I was excited to get this. I could not wait to try this. Like I said, just for me, this box was not a win. So everybody, please take care. I hope that your boxes are ones that you're going to get excited about receiving. And then when you open it, your excitement stays within, and you're able to share with me in the comments what you got and what products that were winners for you in your box. I would love to know that as well. All right, take care, everybody, and I'll see you soon in the next one. Bye for now.